So welcome ladies and gentlemen, we're here today to compare PES 2016 up against FIFA 16. So the game's only a couple of weeks away, PES now actually less than a week away, unbelievable. Finally, we'll get our hands on the full game. But today we're going to be comparing the two. We're going to be watching some PES, then we're going to be going to watch some FIFA, then back to PES, back to FIFA, etc. And then giving you guys my opinions. I've played them both, I've played them a lot. Obviously I played PES a hell of a lot more because it's been out, well, basically a month more than FIFA has. But I've played enough FIFA games over the last couple of days to really give you guys my thoughts as to whether I think it's better than FIFA 15. Yes, it's only a demo, so we know there's going to be maybe a couple of refinements, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much going to be the end product. This was a nice start here by myself, a Tweedy, with a decent attempt that snapped just wide. I want to talk a little bit about the replays as well during this video. That I'm not really happy with them on PES. I just don't think they're very good, to be honest with you. But anyway, before we get into all that, I wanted to let you guys know what I'm playing on. So, playing on the hardest difficulty on both. So, Superstar on PES, Legendary on FIFA. We're playing on default camera angles. So, this is the ones out of the box. This is the normal dynamic one for PES, the new one this year. And then FIFA, we're going to be playing on default. We're playing on normal game speed. This is game speed 0 on PES, and then on FIFA it's going to be 50, as it always is. And then we're also playing on level support 1 for PES, because that's how it is out the box. And then for FIFA we're playing on assisted. So I've tried to keep it a level playing field, and then you guys can have a look at both gameplays and really tell me what you guys prefer. You guys have played it. Videos aren't going to do it justice. We know you have to get your hands on it to really feel the game for what it is. Neymar there nicely stripping down on his own. But anyway, PES, let's have a quick talk about that and discuss what I like about it. I like the fact that this year the collision system's so much better, isn't it, than it ever has been. It's as simple as that. It gives us a whole sort of long life of different animations that really PES was lacking for many, many years. Now we're seeing a lot of collisions that are happening that we've never seen before. So I love the fact that that's in there. The game speed, I like the game speed. It's well done, it's realistic. I still think -1 game speed is probably better if you're looking for a more sort of realistic, refined, look at that one off the post there, sort of gameplay experience. But, you know, that's up to you as a user. If you want to play on -1, go ahead. If you want to play on +1, go ahead. But the option is there to do so. I think there's just as well a lot of varieties this year of scoring goals. I've scored so many different ways. I've scored outside the box, inside the box, from corners, free kicks, headers, volleys. I scored an absolute screamer with Lewandowski the other day on the volley from a ball whipped in by, I'm not sure who it was, I think it was Alaba. It was different class, but it would never have gone in on PES 2015, to say the least. But this year, we finally got that in there. Some complaints as well. I mean, that's not all my positives, but I've got other videos talking about them. I think the graphics are great, we know that. But some of the negatives for me at the moment, and I hope these are sort of fixed, is the placement. You'll see here Benzema through on goal. This was very simple. I mean, pretty much 9 times out of 10 you'll score those. If you use R2 or R1, whatever you have it mapped to, you will place the ball in the corner. And I've done it too easy. So I think maybe they need to make some sort of, I don't know, up the goalies, make it so that they miss more chances. Because at the moment, if you place it, you're probably going to score for most of the time. So we bash into some FIFA gameplay now, switching sides, and there of course is Cristiano Ronaldo. Lionel Messi there with his nice tattoo on his arm. Looks, it's nicely done, nicely detailed. But you can automatically see the difference between the two games. FIFA has its look, PES has its look. I mean, I like this camera angle. I think this is more broadcasty type feel for a camera angle. I'm not that fond of playing on it though, because I don't know, I like the camera to be panned up more, but you know, that's my option. That's what I choose to play on. If you want a really good looking broadcasty feel, this is it. We know that. FIFA has phenomenal presentation. It's something that PES will not beat, I don't think, ever, to be honest with you. I mean, gameplay's one thing, presentation is totally different. This was a nice chance early on here and shows you the goalies, how much better they are this year than to what they produced last year. Neymar there with his tattoo as well, but this is good reflexes by the goalie. I mean, he saw it late, and you can see Iniesta flicking it on. Navas just tipping that one round for the corner. But I do like FIFA's pace. You know, we'll talk about some pros here. I like the pace of the game. They have definitely gone the slower, more realistic route. I'm not sure if they watched PES and they thought, well, that's what they're doing this year, we'll do the same. I don't know, but then again, I think maybe the demo for last year on FIFA 15 might have been slower than the full game, and then EA come out and they start patching it, and really, here, Rodriguez, I should have scored. If I'm playing PES, I score that, and that's what I mean. I would have gone in on PES, but on FIFA, you can't really tell because the goalies, they move. You see the goalie there moving one side of the goal into the other, sort of makes you sort of have to make a decision on which way you're going to go. But yeah, EA kept patching the game last year, and they kept speeding it up and changing this and changing that, and butchered it, to be honest with you, and made it just a speed merchant game. Whether they'll do it this year, we'll wait and see. Maybe they're just trying to butter us up before they decide, no, we're going to do it again, and completely annoy everyone, because not everyone wants to play a full-fledged speed-on-speed game. That's not what we want. EA cater to every single demographic out there, I know that. Children from 5 years old to adults who play it in their 60s, but they've got to find sort of a middle ground, and I think this pace is quite nice this year. Leave it alone, EA. Let us enjoy the game for what it is. If you want to make it quicker, that's up to us. We'll put it on fast, we'll change the sliders, etc., and we'll do that. But leave this as the default speed for online, and I'll be happy. So what else have they added, EA? Well, you know, the women's football, they included that. I actually quite enjoyed it, if I'm being honest with you. I surprised myself that I enjoyed playing with the women. It was a different kettle of fish, very, very slow. This was terrible defending here by me. I lost possession and then I got punished. It was simple as that. So that's what's going to happen on Legendary. If you lose the ball in that kind of an area, they will put it in the back of the net 9 times out of the 10, and they should. You know, they really should. Luis Suarez, nice little header, gave it away, tried playing it square, and then Jordi Alba inside, little deft touch there by Neymar to find Luis Suarez. So back to some more PES as we continue this Brazil-France game. I decided to choose these two because they're basically the best two sort of teams in the demo, up there with Bayern Munich. They have all the stars in there with Neymar, Benzema, etc. And that's the best we got in the PES demo. FIFA has better teams, Real Madrid, Barcelona. It's a nice volley there by Willian, keeper tipping it round the post. And I like the player models. I think PES's player models are still better than FIFA's. I've said this for many years, and I'm not changing that. And I'm talking about the models, I'm not talking about faces. I'm actually going to be putting out a separate video about faces, which compares PES and FIFA and also the real-life players. So check that out. But this is what I'm talking about here with Fernandinho. I just placed that and it was in. I've done that numerous times in the demo, and you rarely miss, to be fair. So I'd like them to tweak that, because that's going to be too easy online. Going to be goal after goal after goal of just getting the ball here, using R1, using R2, whatever you have. I have it mapped to R1 because I switch sprint to R2, and then Bosch just placing that into the far corner. So we continue to plough through here. It was a decent game. I enjoyed it. This was on 1 game speed, and I still don't really think... Sorry, not 1 game speed. It's on 0 game speed. I still think -1 is more realistic, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing that on Master League. Probably not. I'm probably going to be playing on 0, but what I do miss is playing on manual. Manual's the way to go on PES. FIFA, I'm not that worried about it, to be fair. I'll put it on semi if I want a bit of a challenge. FIFA's a lot harder, but manual on PES is phenomenal. Really is phenomenal. If you haven't tried it, check it out. It really does make the game play totally different. And I thought, this is something that annoys me as well, is I think level support 1 is far too scripted, far too assisted for my liking. 1 is far too easy, so I can't imagine what 2 and 3 are like. Absolutely ridiculous, so a complete waste of time. So I would like to see level 1 support dumbed down a bit, because playing on manual and then going to level 1, it was all too easy for me. Passing it around without even thinking, and that's what I didn't like. So I do recommend playing on manual. This was a decent chance there, but the replay, shocking. Hate the replays on PES. Oh, that replay there. I'm not sure who programmed that, whoever came up with it, but why someone didn't sit down and say, well, wait a minute, we're not really showing anything here. We're just showing a close-up of a shot, and it looks horrendous. But anyway, back to some more FIFA here. As we wind down this video, trying to just work it around with Real Madrid. Nice little move here. James Rodriguez's strike was deflected. Came back towards Marcelo. Ball was all over the place. And then Dani Alves sort of brought it away, smashed it clear. And then just try to dictate the play a little bit. Keep possession. This is what I got with Bale. And this is what you can do on FIFA and still do it. Get the ball with a pacey player and run at players. Keep going, have a strike. Tipped away, and Rodriguez was there for a simple tap-in. So the ability to still run with quick players like Bale, Ronaldo, obviously is going to be there. Just a question of whether the AI are going to close you down. Barcelona there was quite poor, to be honest with you. I'm not sure Rakitic, what he was doing. He let me run past him. Busquets couldn't get there. And James puts it in the back of the net. And then have a look at this one here for a bicycle kick. Benzema so close to pulling one out. That was a fantastic effort. The old L2 flare shot. And if it wasn't straight down his throat to Stegen, it would have been in the back of the net. But then from the resulting corner, I swung it in with Toni Kroos, fed it back, strike from Modric, deflected away, and Benzema's there to put Real Madrid ahead after trailing by 1-0. So it just goes to show you're going to be able to score a lot of ways on FIFA as well. I mean, both games this year offer such variety between the two. There really is a nice balance, I think, between the two games. FIFA have got what's going for them. PES has what's going for them. If you like PES, get it. If you like FIFA, get it. If you want to play both, buy them as well. You know I'm going to be playing both. We've got lots of content to come. But let me know in the comments what you guys are enjoying more if you've played both. I hope this video has helped somewhat. You know, it's hard to compare the two. You've got to play them for yourselves. But at the end of the day, we've got two very good games. FIFA have gone the more slow, realistic route this year. PES introducing an all-new upper-class collision system, which really does change the course of the game. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe for more. We have lots and lots of content to come next week. PES does release. Let me know what you want to see. But until next time, take care.